took the same budget that I was given last year and just, did move some funds around because we're struggling right now, with the budget we're in, so Teresa's having to make revisions quite often to get money, because of expenses that come out that, like every year, you're not expecting. But, I've moved it around based on what we've done so far this year. So I've used the same budget for the county. The election budget is the same. Of course, whatever is not used in the election budget always comes back to the county, because that's all it's used for is, that. And then the only thing that we really need to talk about, which if you see in my letter, is the, voting system.
Well,
I've talked to you all about this last year, and I talked to you about it during the 16 election. The equipment is, we've got the oldest equipment in the state, and it is so outdated that now they can't even repair or support part of the equipment. Several counties have already switched to the updated version, which kind of gives, it's an electronic touchscreen voting, but it produces a paper ballot, like an optical scan. And I'd be willing to set up a demonstration for you all to see it. ES&S, who is the vendor, the manufacturer of this, is offering a 5-year interest-free payment plan to the county, and that's why counties are jumping on it right
how
now.
much money are you talking about?
Huh?
How much money are you
I
talking
have
about?
no idea. We would have to have a demonstration and decide how many machines we would need for each precinct. I know Kanawha County, of course, they have 170-some precincts, which 100 more than we have, and they're paying $3.2 million for theirs. Harrison County has it. Marion County is getting it. Monongalia County, Putnam County is getting it. There's a lot of counties that are moving up because the equipment we have is so, ours especially, they haven't ran into until our county when we sent a bunch of machines back during the 2016 election and needed repaired, and they called back and they said, we don't even have the parts. Your equipment is the oldest that's in the state, and we've never ran into this before, but it's outdated.
Think we can't make it through one more election so we can get on our feet? We just put batteries in them at the tune of $50,000, so.
Yeah, and that helped, but if the springs go bad, that's where we're having the problems, and because they can't replace the springs.
Do we have a maintenance contract?
No, we made a decision years ago, and you were on the commission at that time. It was going to cost the county $25,000 a year for the maintenance, and the batteries were not even included in maintenance. And I went back and pulled all of our maintenance invoices over the line since we've had these things, and it didn't, we made the decision that we didn't want to put out $25,000 a year when we may not even have maintenance in our election year. So to save money, we decided we would repair as needed.
Well, would a maintenance contract help us?
No,
Won't help us?
because they don't have the parts and they don't support them anymore. Now, some of the equipment we have, because we bought additional after we got in 2002, when we upgraded from the Votronic to the iVotronic, we've bought additional, and those are newer, and they can support those. But as you know, we rented 15 extra machines during the primary and the general 16, just to make sure that we had enough machines, because a lot of them couldn't be repaired. So, can we make it through 2018? You know, we'll make it work, but
It would just help us get through this bad situation where we're making big cuts in our.
what I would
healthcare and
like to
stuff.
do in the next couple of months is set up a demonstration so you all can see
Sure, that'd
the
be cool.
Yeah,
equipment
that'd be
and
good.
get an
I'd like to
estimate
see
of
'em.
what we think it would cost.
We're open for that, if you wanna do it.
Yeah, I can do that, but I'd like to know up front what we're looking at. And I don't know how long they'll allow that 5-year payment. I haven't talked to them directly about it, I just know that the other counties have told me that they got, that ESNS was offering it
just-
now.
Well, it would have to be in payments right now.
I mean, that's what we did
We
with the
can't even afford
equipment we
payments right
got,
now.
but we were the first county in the state to have that. So they were willing to do whatever we wanted.
Yeah, I
you know,
remember.
Just to get us to take the system.
They cost us like $200,000 when we bought them before, all the machines.
No, it cost a little bit more than that.
I remember that we paid for them over a long period of time.
We did.
But I remember when we bought them.
But the express vote is, it's like the voting terminal, it's a little bit different, but it's the voting terminal. And you sit and you make your decision, and you can go back and change it just like you can on the iVote. But once you pass your ballot, it prints out, you put a blank stock ballot into the printer, and it will print out the ballot that you voted. So they can look at that ballot before they drop it into the ballot can. So it kind of satisfies both sides. You know, there's a paper ballot, and it would be easier in the canvas because we have an
Oh my
actual
gosh,
paper
yes.
ballot that we look at instead of that receipt printer, where every time they make a change, you gotta go back and erase what you had before, and then they can change it like 5 or as many times as you want.
Were we not one of the first counties in the state to have the new voting machines?
Yes, that's what she just said.
The first ones were Monongalia and Harrison, I think. They had them in 2016. And I know that
No, I'm
Kanawha
talking about the
County
ones
just,
we have now. Were we not one of the first in the state to have that type of voting machine?
we were the first in the
I
state.
thought we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
No
2000.
wonder they're the oldest.
It was the general in 2000.
There's always a reason behind the reason.
Yeah, but it was a good move. The state, other counties realized very quickly that they needed to jump on board and get it. So in 2004, everybody, after that HAVA Act came into effect, everybody started, you know. So we're about divided now, 35 to 35, optical scan and iVote. But since 2016, more optical scan counties have gone to this express vote.
No more hanging chads.
Yeah. So it's a good system. I've seen it several times. First time I saw it was when I went to a national conference in, I think it was Boston, or Savannah. That's the first time I saw it, and I really liked it. I mean, I thought, you know, that would please everybody. They have a paper ballot, they vote by, you know, screen, so they don't have any question about, you know, anything being, which we don't have that problem. I mean, but
Okay, outside of that, your other budget is,
they're all the same.
it's all the same, right? It was. So, and we certainly appreciate you doing that.
Well, I have to admit, we're struggling, and as you can see, I've got 3 openings that I'm trying to fill.
Well,
I have had
everybody's
more
struggling
people
here. We
being
really are.
recruited when they heard about the
You know,
cuts.
when
I
we
have law
struggle-
firms that have come in. I've got one being recruited by the Supreme Court right now.
Now,
When we struggle in the courthouse, look at the city of Huntington. You talking about struggle.
Yeah.
And their budget is $30 million more than we get.
It's hard, I mean,
Yeah,
but, my office has never been in this condition as far as work being kept up. I mean, we're working all hours trying to get everything caught up, especially after the general election. And I didn't hire new people right after the election because we were so far behind, because we were so short employees through the election. And I went to the different departments and I said, do I need to get somebody in here now? And they were like, no, we're so far behind, we can't train right now. So I've just started bringing people on just in the last month. But people are, I mean, they're coming and recruiting and, I mean, right in my office, you know. And I can't begrudge the employee for trying to do better because they're offering
You
them.
can't blame anybody that want to get a better job with more
No,
money.
and I don't hold any ill will towards any of them, but at the same time, there, they were kinda, you know, I had both of those that were working in there, you know, one retired, and then, she passed away a few months later. And then I had another employee in there taking her place, and I had to move her back to payroll, and then I put another employee in there, and she left at the first of the year because she got accepted in the nursing school. So, and
Is
then
that why she
Richard got
left? I didn't know
recruited.
that.
Huh,
Is that, I didn't know why she left.
yeah,
I didn't
she
realize that.
got accepted in St. Mary's nursing
But
school.
she was good.
She was,
I mean, she was really picking it up quick.
yeah. And of course Richard, you know, got recruited by Dinsmore, the attorney, law
That
firm.
was a huge loss.
And he, so he left, and, we've had several people leave, and, you know, I've got 3 openings right now, and I'm looking at another one.
Are you gonna be in the office in 30 minutes more?
Yeah,
Like,
I'll be here all
I
day.
need to come down.
I've got an interview in just a few minutes. I just had one, I've got another one.
Yeah, I'd like to come down about 11 o'clock, talk to you about a couple of things,
Okay.
about a couple of precincts.
Okay. If y'all have any questions, I mean,
You've done great, we appreciate it very much.
okay, I
We'll
appreciate it.
do whatever we can do to help you.
Okay.
If you figure out where we can get a money machine,
Huh.
you can figure out where we can get a money machine, we'll help you a lot.
I'm really concerned about finishing out this fiscal year because we're low in places. If anything was, thank goodness, we had 2 scanners, and vitals go down. And thank goodness, we purchased 2 in the last budget to have on hand because they were getting old and I was a little concerned. And they're at the vendors, they've held them since we ordered them, and 2 of them went down just recently. So they contacted us and said, don't worry about it, we've got the scanners here, we just have to update the system, which that's no cost. So they're getting those set up so that we'll have our 4 scanners and vitals, so it's just one thing.
When it rains, it pours, is that what they say?
Huh,
They say when it rains, it pours.
I know, it does.
About 11:30, be all right for me to come down and see you? Okay,
I got an appointment at 11, but it'll take about 20 minutes.
okay, I'll be down about 11:30.
All right, do you have any questions?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Okay.
Move return.
You wanna go? You wanna go? He said, well, he moved to adjourn. I said, do you wanna go?
Do we need to discuss anything?
We don't have anything else on the agenda.
I know that.
We don't have to have a motion to adjourn, but I'll second. You can just adjourn.
I know that, we don't need to. I didn't say nothing to him. Did we want to discuss anything?
I'm new at this. I'm learning.
It's not on the agenda.
I would totally do that.
You might quit while you were ahead, huh?